Alright, it is time for day 6 of our Fight for Your Life Land Sal rerun. So, we finished UVHM story, we're already level 63, and in my mind, I'm just thinking, let's hit level 80, go ahead and do some DigiPeak, probably regret life a lot doing that, in that order, and then just go ahead and do DLCs at max level with all the shiny loot and all the fun stuff. So we are here to farm Saturn, and probably crash the game at least once, if I had to guess. If we ever are underpowered, we can always head over to Geary for new loot. Especially as we level up, we should start seeing new loot, and then once we get into our OP levels properly, we can get even more. So that is the entire plan. Just do this, and just a lot of this, until we hit level 80. Should be good. You know, I still don't fully understand why the Endless now has like a max burst on it before it'll just stop firing and you have to manually repress again. I really wanted to do a middle and right tree build with a bit of left tree so that we didn't have to think about it too hard, but since, well, we basically rely on down not out, it feels cursed. It feels a little weird. I did swap off of our health stuff, which honestly the health stuff might scale better with the constant farm. Because yeah, we'll constantly level, so we'll constantly get a little bit more damage on pistol. So like maybe for level farming this is the move? But I don't know if it's the move like long term, especially when we start to get more and more new gear. We'll see. Come on. Hey, alright, cool. We're level 80. We're just gonna go ahead and walk over to Geary. I might do a bit of a respec because our build is kind of just all of it. So, after we figure out if we can actually use our legendary beast for a proper build or if the BA Raider is just gonna be the better choice, which it probably is, we can actually start to build around stuff and just see what we want to do. I would like to use the beast. I do still think it's really funny, but it just kind of depends. So yeah, let's go to Geary. Hello, Geary. You know it's good when he has a health bar right now. Yeah, we'll just farm a couple of them and see what we get. Alright, non-element endless and just any level 80 Undertaker probably is enough to just get us through early DigiPeak. So we'll just do that. Backup Wanderlust could be funny. Okay. Yeah, let's go to town. Let's shoot the wall, basically, to see how much damage we get out of this, dependent on class mod and stuff. And then just go run into DigiPeak for a little while. Alright, let's see. So, 400 with obviously good fire rate. 340. Got it up to 350. Throw on a beast. 418-ish. It might be marginally better to run the tanky build with this. I'm kind of just winging it and throwing stuff on and just looking real quick, but like, honestly, it won't really matter. I kind of would just prefer to run this anyway because of the extra thickness. We could try to like get more stuff elsewhere, but I don't even know if fighting Terra is going to be a good move. I mean, we could try to fight Terra. We're level 80. Let's go fight him once, see if we get any luck on a new relic, or if we just get bodied. And then go do DigiPeak. Alright, the barrel is permanently sideways. Go. It moves. You know, it definitely moves. So we'll be able to get at least a kill, but I don't think time-wise it's worth doing more. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be a little on the slow side, but whatever. Bonus points if we get like a Rough Rider or something, since our health bar is lower than it could be right now. Okay. I would totally challenge him, but I don't want to die on Black Hole phase and make it awkward. So I'm just gonna wait. Hey, Black Hole phase. Thank you, buddy. There we go. Alright, cool. If we're lucky, we got a Hide of Terra. If we're double lucky, we also got the Relic at the same time. That's the breath. And no, okay, none of the other drops. Well, it is what it is, I guess. Let's just go do Digipeak. It's fine. I'm okay. All right, bring it on, early peak. I am immediately tracking poorly. What was that? All right. Yeah, we'll be fine. Early peak is chill. And honestly, we can do at least a couple skips even here in Fight for Your Life lands, so we'll try to get about that. I'm kind of buffing out of reflex more than actually needing to use buff. Alright, so skip this area. Nade jump here. Nade jump up to here. And then an awkward jump up here, which hopefully I hit. I did not. You just need to get on that rock, though. Hey, there we go. Okay, second try. Yep, and then this skips us at least to Bonehead area. Just sprint jump off of here, you should make it. And then yeah, just follow the train line. I might as well full clear this area since I'm really bad at doing the double nade. Yeah, I think I'll do the full clear of this area. Sir, please. There we go, OP1. Just a couple more of these, and then we can go farm Geary again for shiny loot. I'm so glad I have really high swap speed on this character, too. It's so nice for being able to swap to a different offhand for more damage after I'm done with debuffing and healing. Ooh, a Devastator shield would go crazy with this setup, although it doesn't give max health. So maybe not as much as I had thought, but still could be fun. I don't know. It might be more useful. Okay, so at OP3, we get a couple more options from Geary. So I kind of want to bully him a little bit before we have to do back peak. But I guess I also have to do 2 levels of back peak before binary. They'll be fine. Okay. We got a 5. It's shock, so it's not as useful as it could be, but this thing actually increases damage based on health alongside us just doing that already. So that's kind of tempting to run that. And then got a couple Norfleets in every flavor. A couple more Undertakers to look at. A non-element mashing endless is pretty cool. Oh, we got a couple. Oh my goodness. Okay, we got a couple of them. Well, cool. If we just wanted to hold 2, we could. Sure. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright. Well, I might as well test this damage real quick before we get back to the grind then. Okay, so this is a dull pistol, but we have down not out, so it kind of just... it kind of just does that. Well, what about this? Okay, so that's way better sustained damage. But, like, that's really funny. If we got one that was, like, the right element, that probably would go a little crazier. Here, even if I run it, like, non-element, how would this do? Oh, it does explosive. It does, like, 4 or 5 times more damage, but is a little more silly to use. I don't know if it's supposed to be able to roll non-element now that I'm doing this to it. Yeah, because other elements, it just does only that element. That's very weird. Huh. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. I might honestly just make it corrosive and play with it for a little bit. I don't think this would be a long-term weapon for us, but like, honestly, maybe it should be. Because I could also have rolled mashing on it, which is times 14. That's cool. Yeah, we could have had that too. Ow, my eyes. Well, that just lags my game, huh? Okay, so yeah, we could have had a little more silliness on top. I don't know if I actually want to run it with that, because that seemed to make it cry a little bit, but cool. Okay. Well, very, very nice. Hey, you. And then compare that to... Also, to be fair, this is Watt, though. Compare that to that. I mean, yeah, the 5 just dunks harder. But yeah, it does have that increased ammo consumption compared to literally infinite ammo, of course. And then yeah, since we're on OP3, we can go ahead and do another skip back here. It kind of requires you to just kind of go for it, because if you don't, you'll just get shot at the whole time, and then you'll end up whiffing it, and then it's just frustrating and you get sad. And then you clear this area anyway. But basically, please don't. Hold on. How many? Stop. That's way too many for one volley, sir. Alright, so nade jump onto this light. Nade jump here. Hey presto, you skip this area. And then, yeah, now you can be back here. You skip one spot, kind of, while getting shot at, though. It's pretty good. This is disgusting. Okay, cool. OP5. Next up is binary, which, since I'm only doing single nade jumps, you would just have to full clear up until this point to get here. If I were better at double nades, I would totally try to show one off, but it's not worth our time investment for today. I'd rather just send it. Alright, please. God. It's so loud every time. Why is he so small? Hey, buddy. Why are you so tiny? I deserve this. Maybe I should just go get a Redeemer, and then we can just redeem for the rest of DigiPeak. You know what? Yeah, that's a better idea than floundering. It's real. We have one. Okay, so yeah, Redeemer. GG item, right? We hold that, we shoot it, boss goes away, and then I am free. Cool. Alright, come on. Win your ones. Alright, well, to hold... Oh, I have spawn multi on. Well, that makes this interesting, doesn't it? It doesn't matter, we just need to kill one. Come on. Hey. Alright, cool. Well, that's easy. Light work. Might as well fight another one for good measure, and also lose Gunzerk. Hold on. There we go. No problem. And also, yeah, they do drop pearls pretty darn well. We can browse. Interfacers. Okay, nothing really is actually grabbing my attention too much, so let's just go ahead and load up OP6. Wow, is the beast actually just better for this? Okay, that was a lucky crit. The beast might actually be better for this. Probably because of unlisted pellets, but like, ooh. Okay. Hey, OP8? Yeah, OP8. Survival pack, more health. Barely. Here we go. OP10 achieved. Okay, so now we can get our hands on all of the equipment, and we can test out anything we want. My number one question is a purple adaptive really my best health shield? Because it feels like yes. So I'm literally just gonna take like any purple adaptive I see from now on and just up that, and then just use it as a comparison to everything else for health. Because like why? Basically, just why? Alright, I've made it purple. Yep, that's just a big shield. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, we'll have to get a survival pack and then we'll just tune it. We'll have to get every held shield and then tune them to see what really happens. I hope that the purple is not the best. It'd be so silly if it was. Oh, we got a Cobra. Alright, cool. We can now go do the testing. Ooh. Hold on, I've always wanted to use one of these on the Sal. I don't think it'll be any better than what we can get now with other equipment available, but like... it's kind of funny. Okay, so I'm assuming that they fixed this just by making the Elementator shoot out its pellets faster. But you used to be able to swap to a Cobra and then shoot. And then that would make all of the Elementator shots deal the Cobra's damage, basically. So if I just offhand this and then just mainhand a Cobra, theoretically this does funny stuff, right? So let's go to Terra, because we have Terra, and then just see if this does way too much damage. So yeah, once again, Elementator's base damage is 694. Of course, we're buffing it with our Beast class mod with our own health pool a lot. But the Cobra should do a lot of talking. So we'll shoot this just to see what it does to boss, and then we'll swap to Cobra, Gunzerk, and then shoot them both at the same time, and then see if it does funny stuff. Okay, so not much. Didn't seem like movement. Okay, yeah, no, they definitely fixed it. Just wanted to check. You never know. Would have been hilariously OP now, but it's not. So that is totally fine. We'll just do things the old-fashioned way. Fair. I had to commit. Just, I knew that I had a tentacle behind me. There we go. Okay, our very first OP10 raid boss down. Of course, this is just regular Nightmare, it's not true Nightmare, so the boss could have had effectively 2 times the health pool he has now. But that seemed to work pretty well, I'm just gonna put that out there. And then yeah, if we want to try out other builds, we have that BA Raider. We could get a BA Slayer from Terra actually, so that might not be a bad idea. And then we could always offhand this and then try to mainhand like a Jacob Shoddy to run with Money Shot, since this buffs Money Shot. That might be a thing that works. Let's also get a pistol out here though. Eviscerator, go! Never mind. This thing is way too short range. Hold on. I might need a different build if I wanted to do deputy stuff. Okay. I mean, yeah, does it compare to just doing Redeemer? Not really, but like, that's also because the Redeemer is very lazy to set up, so can't really blame the shotgun. And also I could probably just be building better. So like, yeah. Okay. Okay, so what does the 7 points in this even do? Killing an enemy with a crit grants you 50% of your total weapon damage. Increases total accuracy by 50% and improves total crit damage by 35% for 15 seconds. And then I guess it just passively buffs our weapon damage. That's the thing we're like buffing with this. Yep, that is exactly what we're buffing with this. It's just some extra passive gun damage, okay. But yeah, if we score crit kills, then hey presto, bunch of extra damage from no kill, I guess. And then a bunch of extra pellets is pretty funny. I don't know how I want to play this. Maybe like that? As much as that sucks to look at, but that's still 50% more bullet per shot with a bunch of our multi-pellet weapons. I could just max it out. Yeah, just make it 60. Why not? And then a bunch of extra max health there. get our DR up, just got real for a bunch of extra damage based on how low our health is. Fistful because why not? And then I have 3 points left over. Out of bubble gun. Yeah, sure. This just it feels dumb. I don't know, honestly. Like we have this, we're going to use this probably for at least a little bit, but it just feels kind of silly. So sure, kind of just why not? So I feel like we're meant to use the BA Slayer with like multi-pellet weapons, but I don't even know exactly what, you know? Like I don't know exactly what to use it with. It's kind of just I mean like it buffs a lot of our skills and they're cool, but like it just kind of just does that. I don't know. Maybe it was a waste of time to get it. Maybe the BA Raider was already kind of doing similar funny activities, but slightly better. It did buff Invincible by 1, which I never actually looked at super duper hard, so hold on, let's get down tree and look at that. So that just provides a minor bump to the time on that? Is that all it is? Yeah, just an extra 0.2 seconds. So, like, yeah. I don't know. Some of these class mods are just like, they're good. But, like, I don't feel outstandingly pulled to do anything with them. I'll probably just keep using the beast. It's been working just fine. Honestly, even if I level it up, it's just gonna give more cooldown, which is whatever. And then, like, adaptive shield gaming. Like, that's just really what it is. Maybe I should spawn in a couple of other health shields and see what else we can get to buff, because, like, I don't even know. It just feels kind of cursed. But, like, fine, but just cursed. Well, this is an interesting one. I didn't remember the Sal kind of making me sad, but I guess the Sal is making me sad. So we'll just we'll hold down Shoot Man and just go win the video game a little bit. Kind of just because that's all there is left to do with them. Okay, we don't have much time left, so we're just gonna go ahead and do Hammerlock DLC today. That's really all we have time for. Maybe we can fight Vora? We probably can. We have a lot of equipment right now. And, like, if our damage on Terra is anything to go by, it'll probably be okay. Alright, boys. It's left-click simulating time. Go on, get. Honestly, I could just use the Shrike. Shrike gaming is pretty strong here. It's kind of strong everywhere, though. We probably could try to introduce some of our other equipment, though. Maybe a Jackal for the funny. That is pretty funny. But, like, we'll see. Money shot gaming. Oh, he doesn't care about... Oh, never mind. He got zapped, too. Huh. Maybe this would be good with the Raider. I mean, it is money shot stuff. And also, oh my goodness, I'm out of shotgun ammo already. Okay. We kind of chew through ammo, like, way faster than we can generate it. Alright, so that was fun, but we burn it so fast that it's not even, well, too viable anyway. What about just some 5 gaming? Yeah, the 5 is still pretty funny. Okay, so yeah, a major problem I'm running into on this Sal is just that we chew ammo so fast if we're not using, like, something that's literally infinite, or just something that gets rid of the enemy fast enough, I guess, basically. Like, I run out of rockets so quick on this character. Just so quick that it's kind of silly sometimes. And then I'd kind of feel obligated to just do endless gaming. But yeah, we just chew through ammo. Maybe. The reflective property feels really troll right now. I guess if I had a black mirror or something on it, would be not so bad, but it's pretty rough. It's really interesting to compare this to even like the Axton, where the Axton was just uber thick. Well, not uber thick, his turret was uber thick. But like the Axton could just kind of stand where he wanted to and just do whatever he wanted to, as long as you waited for cooldown. And then you compare it to the Sal, who's like, oh please, please don't kill me. I'm too young to die. Just that general vibe instead is so silly. Alright, large reflective man. I have decided to revert back to living better. Bring it on. Wait, don't actually. Please stop. Just, please. At least let me score a crit. Thank you. I was gonna say, at least let me score a crit. The advanced melee speed, if we want to call it advanced, kind of can make that a little more rough. But we're good. Everything's fine. Oh, absorb shield. Wait, what? Okay, there we go. I saw him take a big hit of damage, and I was like, wait, the core broke, but it didn't break? But no, we're good. Alright, well, let's check loot room, which I assume is probably relatively empty, and then go fight Vora, I guess. Goss. Another Redeemer, non-element, is kind of fun. And that's kind of it. Okay. Big angry stalker time. Alright, the big angry boy. He's... I know he's difficult in this mod. Or not, hold on. Well, I mean, I have to get through that shield. That shield is actually the biggest problem here. So let's go to our non-elemental Redeemer. Start chewing on that instead if we can. We might need to shock anything. Or... okay, maybe not this. Well, I might as well die. Oh, it's an absorb shield. Oh, yeah, no, I'm just gonna... Please, let me go. Please. Thank you. Yeah, there was no chance of that. Alright, that's pretty good. The money shot goes kind of crazy. Alright. I'm terrified still, but, like, we take those. Alright, I need to be careful. There we go. Okay. Well, we ran out of shotgun ammo, but, I mean, the shield's mostly down. That's gonna kill me. I've made a mistake. We do have a twister. I could have tried that. Oh, it's time. Oh yeah, definitely that twister is a good move for this. My fingers are gonna perish trying to do all this now, though. Right, cool. There we go. We have tons of revives. I don't like the way I'm existing right now, though. Yep. Try to carefully chip one of them away. There we go. Get out of there a little bit. Maybe do a little bit of beast gaming. Maybe hopefully get my health bar back. Thank you. Huh. Well, that's honestly not the worst that we've ever done that. Okay. Cool. Oh, the BA Melter was so fun on Maya. I miss playing the Maya now. Alright, well. Yeah, turns out this works pretty well. So, if we just want to do this for Vora refights, we could. I'm just gonna move on to another DLC, of course, but like, cool, let's go turn in quest. Don't feel like I really need to roll this for anything. If anything, the real genuine prize is just gonna be right over here. We could get an element of the Seraphs if we had more Seraph crystals. This thing just buffs every element, just entirely. So this would be super duper nice. We'll have to get one another time. But yeah, we are completely out of time for the day. XP farming, and then gearing, and then Digipeak stuff. It's been a long time since we've done that, and also it took a long time to do that. So next time, more DLCs and stuff like that. And then we'll just see how far along we get. So yeah, day 6.